Guys,
Hey everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
no, it's
Oh,
afternoon.
it's yeah,
Only for about an hour and a half.
I'm sorry. It's been a crazy morning. So, we are super late because I had a client call me last night and I have amazing clients. I had sent her our client appreciation party invite and she said, I have a friend that is just not in a good situation and I want to buy her house. So we were out this morning looking at houses up in Salisbury for her client. And then um, she's one of our investor clients and decided that she might just buy a house for herself as well. So
I need better friends.
I have the best clients. We have the best
We
clients.
do.
We do, we do. What were you up to?
Um, Netflix. A lot of Netflix. Um, no,
I go,
I've got a couple of clients that are getting ready to list, so I'm excited for them. Got a client that just went under contract on a really amazing lot up in the mountains. Guys, did you know that you can get 5 acres in the mountains for $20,000?
I'm trying to talk him into letting us purchase one of those properties, but he's not on board
Pretty amazing.
yet.
Pretty amazing.
Girl's got her ways. All right, so that's what we've been up to. All my listings sold, so I guess you better catch up. Wait a second, you
Good
had some
for you.
listings that are sold too, so I can't say anything. Let's get into what's going on with the market. As the title of this live is, we are going to talk about the Fed's rate hike that was just announced yesterday because it was a big one and it's going to affect the market, but we want you guys to know, I guess how to respond. So before we get into that, we are going to talk about what's going on in the Charlotte market.
Yeah, so this is the effect, right? We're going to talk about the cause, which is those increased interest rates in a few minutes. But this is the effect, and the Fed knows that this is the going to be the effect. So we've seen inventory go up because less homes are under contract. So now, if you remember, we were just below 7,500 homes to pick from last week. This week, 7,600 homes that you can pick from. So it's slowly going up, a few more homes to pick from every week because not more coming on the market, but because we have less to choose or less buyers to choose from when you're a seller. And then what's happening to the median sales price? That's an important factor when you're thinking about the overall expense of your home. The peak was in June. We were basically right at $400,000, $399,900. Today, and this is really kind of backdated information. We're at
Yeah.
380,000. We're really kind of a month behind, so that could be a little bit lower than that now.
Well, this is October. Yeah, week ending October 22nd.
Yeah, so just be thoughtful of that. Whether you're a seller going into the market, or especially if you're a buyer that's out there, house hunting right now.
And then our percentage of original list price to the price that was to the price received, um, it decreased from 102.8% in May to 97.2%. So it was almost 3% over in May, and now we're about 3% under.
Yeah, so if you think about an average house selling around $400,000, that's $24,000 off of the purchase price that you could be asking for.
Yeah. And then last, like in the summer, you were paying 25 over.
Yeah.
so, so is the market. And then our month supply of homes of sale, it increased to that 1.8. And as you guys know, my number, I like that two. And when we're at 2 months supply, that's a healthy number. We are getting there. I think every week it's like 1.6, 1.7. Now we're at 1.8. So once you get over two, then you're looking at a firm buyer's market where you have a plethora of houses and a shortage of buyers. But we're not quite there yet.
Yep. So again, we kind of did this in reverse order. That's the effect, right? What's the cause? The cause is the Fed latest interest rate hike is another 0.75%. That's after I think the last two of 0.75%, and several of 0.5% before that. So we've gone up where now we're, around even a 7%, average market rate for your 30-year mortgage. That can be really scary as a buyer. So the question is, can this be a good time for you to buy? What would you say?
Thumbs up. Two thumbs up from Rochelle Ogburn. It absolutely is a great time to buy. You do have higher interest rates, but the market is rallying around buyers to say, we will help you out. We got you. So first, like we just talked about, you have lower housing prices, lower compared to what you were seeing in June or in the summer when the interest rates were better. So the prices are adjusting. Then you have sellers that are also adjusting. You've got sellers that are offering seller credit. Because right now, the sellers that are putting their homes on the market, they need to sell. It might be, a divorce situation. It might be relocation for job. Historically, it slows down during winter months. So if a seller's putting the house on the market during a winter month, it's because they need to sell. So they want to sell. They're going to do whatever it takes to get you to purchase their home. That means, like I said, seller credit, doing repairs that that come up, big repairs that come up during your inspection. Also, it means you don't have to put as much down at the beginning. Here in North Carolina, we have something that's called a due diligence fee. So you pay the seller a fee to take the house off the market so that you have time to do your due diligence, your inspection, your appraisal, and firm up your financing. And, during the summer, we saw crazy high due diligence fees. I mean, they were over 1%. We even saw people putting down like 10%. It was crazy, you guys. So right now, when we don't have such a competitive market, you can put a lower due diligence. So it just means a lower risk. And you can back out for any reason or no reason at all. Yeah,
like she said, I've had clients recently, just in the last few weeks, go under contract in this market with as little as $250 in due diligence, well over $20,000, almost $30,000 below asking price, all their closing costs paid. You name it. If you're a buyer that is ready to go, the sellers are ready to work with you for the most part. So definitely.
Yeah, and a lot of them have had their houses sitting on the market for a while, because buyers are trying to figure out this market.
But it's not just the sellers that are taking that into account. Lenders need your business. Just like us as realtors, we need your business, right? So lenders right now are offering some really amazing perks, like a rate buydown where they're giving you a lower rate for the first 12 months, 24 months. At a very low cost or sometimes free of charge. They're offering, a reduced cost or even free refinance when rates do eventually go back down. Remember, you're marrying the house, not the mortgage. The mortgage, you can refinance and get rid of it whenever you're ready. And then that reduced first-year interest rate really helps to keep some cash in your pocket. But there's some really cool down payment programs and closing cost programs from them as well.
Yeah, so we've actually had a client that just went under contract with a bank, and he is getting $17,000 in assistance. So there are banks and credit unions that have their own like in-house programs. Some are offering up to $7,500 in closing costs. So they're, depending on the price of your home, it can totally take care of your closing costs because normally they're between 2.5% and 3% of the purchase price. And then many lenders, banks and credit unions have their own down payment assistance program. So you can get your closing costs paid for. You can get up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. So you've got these programs that or lenders, banks, credit unions that are trying to help buyers understanding what the market is doing, the interest rates are doing.
Yeah, so when you think about all that, guys, $20,000, $30,000 off the asking price of the home, another $17,000 that a bank might be willing to give you for your business, you're talking about, potentially $50,000 or close to it that you may be missing out on. just because you're worried about that interest rate that is temporary. Hopefully things go back to the normal a little bit here after the inflation gets under control.
Yeah. So that is it for us, you guys. Sorry, I'm looking really full out today because
She thinks
tired.
it's still morning. So
It's been a while since that I did a 4-house showing tour. But it was all in Salisbury. I can't complain though. It's not like I was driving all around Charlotte. So
all right, y'all,
that's
enjoy
it
the
for-
day.
yeah, that is it for us. Thank you guys for joining.
If you want more information about any of those down payment assistance programs, lender advice, you want us to just look over your closing estimate and give you an opinion, call us, text us, DM, whatever the new kids use these days.
And don't forget, if you're buying out the mountains or the beach, the Ogburn Group has you guys covered here in North Carolina. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And if you are one of my VIP clients, our VIP clients, please make sure you check your email because we have our client appreciation party coming up November 19th. And I just need to make sure I have your order for your free pie pickup. So thanks, guys, and enjoy.
Bye, all.